Week 2 in the books. We are 2-0. Looking at the scoring, it looks like they scored first and then we scored 31 straight. So scoring in every quarter after the first. Team stats, we ran the ball 41 times for 228 yards. It's pretty effective. That's well over 5 yards a carry. And we passed the ball effectively as well today too. 10 for 18, 2 touchdowns. Third down was terrible. And they turned the ball over 4 times. We had 3 interceptions. Pointer, as we said, was 10 for 18, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he did throw 1 pick. Rushing, we had this spread around to everybody. 12 carries for Nash, 11 for Horner, 11 for Ramsey. Stewart got 6 with a touchdown. Valentine carried it once. Wow, just everybody. Harmon with 2 catches for touchdowns. I don't know where he came from. Just a note on the defensive side, McGee, the player of the game, with 2 interceptions. So nice game from McGee. No injuries this week, but looking at the championship contenders, we moved up 1 spot to number 31. Hopefully we'll see some teams above us lose and we can jump into the top 25. Or maybe we'll keep winning. Looking at recruiting, we've added some new guys to the board and moved some points around. We're going to stick with the center here, Christensen. The tight end, we gained a bunch on this guy. No one's offered him a scholarship yet, so we're going to push hard after him. I just found this guy. He's a 77. I think he's a +5 is what it was. I can't remember for sure, but we added him and we're going to see what we can do if we can jump up on his board and a couple of these other guys, and then we're just going to see what happens with a few of these other players. This week we play the University of Kentucky, and if you remember, this was our bowl game last year. They're 0-2 this year, and hopefully we can make that 0-3 and get another W. They scored with 1:50 left to make it a 7-point game. We were able to hold on and win 42-35. I will say though, looking at this total offense, they deserved to win. It looks like they had 150 yards more offense than we had. The difference is the 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers, and we were 5 for 5 in the red zone with 5 touchdowns. Horner was 11 for 24, 83 yards and a touchdown. Horner and Ramsey each had 16 carries. Wow, Horner had 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. That's crazy. 3 rushing touchdowns, and then Nash added 1. Receiving, Valentine with 4 more catches and a touchdown. Not really a lot of passing, as you can see, but that's the way we like to do it. McGee did add another interception for his, I think, 3rd or 4th on the season, and I believe that one went for a touchdown. It did. Bam. We moved up 2 more spots for the championship contender. So for my recruiting board, I still have the center at the top of the board. I'm losing 110 points, like I said, but we're going to go ahead and leave him on there. The fullback, we gained a bunch of ground this week. And the defensive tackle, we gained some. These are our new players, and we're doing pretty well on all of these. Hopefully we're going to jump up into the top 5 or maybe the top 3 in the next few weeks. We are on a bye this week, so that means no game. Well, we made it through the bye week unscathed. I'm not sure how that happened, but we did it. Let's see. Nothing really to look at this week since it was a bye week. We will go ahead and just briefly run through our season stats. Since we've only played 3 games, we're not going to go into this too much. And I'm not even going to talk about it a whole lot. 4 touchdowns for Horner. That's it. Passing the ball. Running the ball, Horner does have 5 rushing touchdowns. Ramsey's leading us with 327, the freshman. That's good for us. Valentine's leading us in catches, but has not eclipsed the 100-yard mark on this season. Harmon's the tight end. Okay, that's where that guy came from. And then Bush, the other wide receiver, not a lot of catches either, so we're not passing the ball too much. Defensively, Josiah leading us in tackles. Arnold is 2nd, and Gray is way down there as number 5, which is okay because we got our 3, what I feel like is 3 good linebackers out there on the field for us. Sacks, Baker, the defensive tackle that we missed the entire year last year, is leading us with 3 sacks. Interceptions, McGee has already got 3 this year, the junior cornerback. and he has scored 1 touchdown for us as well. Arnold's forced 2 fumbles and recovered 1, and so did Josiah. And Josiah's got a touchdown as well, so a couple of defensive touchdowns. No change in the championship contenders from 1 week to the next since we had the bye. I did make a few adjustments on my coaching philosophy. I moved my run from 35 to 45, meaning it will pass just a little bit more. And I moved up my offensive aggressive play call style. I moved it up 5 points. And I moved our defensive sub up 10 points to 80, and I also increased our defensive aggressive call. Nothing really different in the recruiting board this week. There's a few points that's been moved around, but the board looks the same. Herbie's picking us against Western Kentucky, and it looks like we might be the better team on paper. Hopefully we got that +7 turnover differential, and maybe we can increase that to +9 or +10 this week, and hopefully continue running the ball, and maybe we're going to throw the ball a little more this week and see how that works for us. As always, make sure you check out Little Chef's channel. The link to his playlist is in the description below, along with the link to his channel. Make sure you go check out what he's doing at Texas State, and yes, we will be playing each other in a week. Thanks again for watching.